Just this past weekend at the Berlin Major, Ubisoft revealed the brand new season coming to Rainbow Six Siege, Operation Brutal Swarm. The operator for this season is called Grim, who is a 1 health and 2 speed attacking operator from Singapore. For his loadout, he has access to IQ's 5.52 Commando assault rifle and the SG CQB shotgun for primary weapons, and the P229 pistol as a secondary. His unique gadget is the Kawa Hive launcher. This is a launcher that shoots a projectile, and when it hits a surface, it releases a canister which then releases a swarm of very small robotic bees. Any defender caught within the effective radius of the bees will be life pinged continuously, similar to an old lion scan. Once the defender leaves the area of effect, they will then instead be pinged every couple of seconds 3 times, kind of like a Jackal scan. Because it's a projectile, Jaeger's active defense system and the Rooney Syria gates will destroy it. The projectile will also be destroyed if it comes in contact with electricity from K-Door Bandit, and Wamai's magnets won't necessarily destroy it, but they will displace it. And if the gadget or the defender is in range of one of Mute's signal disruptors, the gadget will not work and the defender won't be pinged. This gadget will be perfect for clearing defenders from sneaky positions, such as for example behind deployable shields, provided that of course the ADSs have already been cleared. The gadget can also be used as area denial to stop defenders from pushing a location, because if they walk into the area of effect after the gadget has already been deployed, they will still get pinged, so you'll know that someone has just walked through that area. For secondary gadgets, he has access to breaching charges and claymores, which will give him the ability to play around with his gadget vertically. Overall, I think this operator will be a nice addition to the game and will be a great substitute to Lion or Jackal. Unfortunately, the Singapore map that was supposed to come out this season got delayed to Year 7 Season 4, so instead of leaving us without a map, Stadium is going to be added to the map pool. Personally, I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, it's nice that a new map is going to be added to the map pool, but on the other hand, this is more so recycled content rather than new content, since we already played this before, and it also doesn't help that the map is based on 2 other maps, Border and Coastline, that we all already played a ton. Despite that though, I think it's a great addition, and I'm curious to see how the map will play out over the course of the entire season. Rook is gonna get a massive buff to his armor plates this season. When this update goes live, any defender who is downed and wearing an armor plate from Rook will now be able to pick themselves back up with 20 HP. This is a really big deal. Before this update, his armor plates were nice, but they always felt like they were underwhelming compared to other unique gadgets in the game, but this change might just be what they need, especially because he is a set and forget operator. All you have to do is just place your armor pack down and you're set. With the MP5, one of the very few 2.0 scopes on defense, his ease of use and reliability, and his armor plates that now give everyone on defense a self-revive, Rook's pick rate and viability will skyrocket and will more than likely be a meta pick for the foreseeable future. Before we continue on, I just wanted to ask you guys the question of the day, which is, what do you think of the buff to Rook's armor? Let me know in the comments below, and if you are liking the video so far, please leave a like and subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and every little bit helps. Another big balancing change for all View console players out there is that going forward, PC and console will be balanced differently, and there is a good reason for it. For PC players, every gun in the game is going to see an increase in recoil. The way it's gonna work is if you shoot a certain amount of bullets continuously, the recoil will increase, and if you shoot more, it will increase again, so on and so forth, and this is true for both vertical and horizontal recoil. How much the recoil increases depends on the weapon. This was done to nerf the LMG meta that has been plaguing the game for months, and they are also doing this to, I guess, try and promote accurate gunplay rather than just spraying and praying while holding mouse 1. There was nothing tactical about emptying your entire 100 bullet magazine while you are walking into a room, pre-firing all the common spots, and maybe even getting a kill or 2 without letting go of the trigger. I am really happy to see this change, and hopefully people will learn to burst fire a bit more. When you are firing the first few bullets, you won't notice too much of a change, but the more you shoot, it starts to get substantially more difficult, especially the LMGs. I would recommend you head over to the shooting range and test them out for yourself. To help you adjust to the new recoil changes, they made improvements to the attachments. A bunch of operators have just been given access to more attachments. Operators who have access to the 2.0 scope have now been given access to the 1.5 scope, and also a bunch of guns that didn't have grips or previously had them taken away have been given the vertical and angled grips, such as for example the angled grip on the SMG-11. They also removed the damage nerf to the suppressor, so now if you pick the suppressor, while you won't have any recoil buffs like with the compressor or the flash flash hider, you will still be able to deal the same damage. You will also obviously get no muzzle flash as well as no bullet tracers. I can definitely see a lot more players running the suppressor on their guns in the future after this change. With this update, they will also be introducing the Impact EMP grenade as an alternative to Thatcher. It works just like the Impact grenade on defense, but instead of it being an explosive, it disables gadgets in a short range. I do want to point something out because I saw a lot of people freaking out on Twitter. This will not be a replacement for Thatcher. Thatcher's EMP grenades are far superior to these, as they should be because these are only a secondary gadget. The effect of these Impact EMPs lasts for 9 seconds versus Thatcher's 15, and the blast radius is only 2 meters compared to Thatcher's 5. So you have to be really careful where you throw these because it is very easy to miss your target. These can be used to either help open up a wall as well as to disable gadgets and traps on a doorway before entering a room. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.